Welcome to this week's Whiskey Burn. My name's Jay and this is my Whiskey Den. I have a special tasting for you this week. It's the Aberlour 16-year-old double cask matured. Now, if you go back to January, I did a tasting on here for the 14-year-old and wow, still my number one whiskey of 2025. But I thought, you know what? I think the whiskey burners, as I like to call them, deserve the 16. So, comes in this nice tin, very nice. This has got a green colour on it. Have a look at that. I love the bottle. It's got the glass sort of, what's it called? Perforation, is that the right word? Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I love the sort of fat neck on it, the way it's just beautiful. The 14 has blue, and I'm excited about this. So it says batch number AB162-23, 40%. This is a 70 centilitre bottle. American oak casks, sherry oak casks. I'm hearing flavours upon flavours on this, so I'm excited to open this. I think the bottle looks great. Subtle little label on the back. Let's see what it's all about. So the label doesn't have much on it, so on the back of the tin here it does. Let's go into it. They've actually done it really nice. There's some sort of information about it, like it says, let the casks add depth. We mature this single malt in two different casks, American oak and Spanish sherry. Their rich flavours infuse our whiskey over time. But what they've done is down here, which I think is really nice, is they've kind of gone, the look, rich golden amber. The aroma, sweet floral with a spicy nuttiness. Now, if you remember the Bushmill 16 that I did was my whiskey of 2024, this is the Aberlour 16 and it says spicy nuttiness. So I'm excited to open this. It says the taste is sherried with floral spice, fruit and oak. The finish is long, warm and fruity with a little spice. And it says the deed is in the tasting. So, expecting a bit of nuttiness, bit of spice and a bit of floral. So it didn't have list after list after list. So this one, 2025 for me and the Whiskey Bird is all about trying to get big flavours, different flavours, something that actually has flavour. So this I'm excited about. I wasn't going to actually open this one. I was going to keep it for, I don't know, Christmas. But I'm excited to open this. So let's get into this. The Aberlour 16-year-old talks about spices, nuts, and some floral to it with a long finish. It's been a while. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is describe what it says on the back here. So it says, the aroma, sweet floral with a spicy nuttiness. Similar to the Bushmills 16. Here we go. And you know what? It smells very similar to the Bushmills. It's just, I feel like it's got more subtle on the nuts. Oh, that smells good. It does smell like Bushmills 16. It's got a hint of caramel. Hint of fruit. Oh, this is going to be. This is going to be a tough one to beat. Let's get that in there. Let's have a look. So, what does it say on the back about the look? Is rich golden amber. Don't know if you can see that nicely there. Hold up to that light. Yep. So rich golden amber. Whew. Needs a little air, that. Spicy nuttiness, exactly what it says on the tin. This could win an award for being exactly what it says on the tin. That is beautiful. It really does smell like the Bushmill 16. And it's similar price. It's on sale at the moment. But you've got to dig around for it. You know, it's one of those, you don't just suddenly find it on all of them. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. So, what are we getting here? Strong smell. So it's a strong smell, which, you know, if you get a strong smell with a high percent, I feel it does tend to overpower sometimes on some whiskies. But this 40% one, spices, bit of nut, exactly what it says in the tin. So what am I expecting to taste? I'm expecting sherried, floral, spice, fruit and oak. Spice, fruit and oak. It's weird. All these smells that I'm kind of getting make, when they sort of conjoin together, they kind of give you that floral kind of smell. Oh. Long finish. Oh, wow. Oh, my word. I got bought this as a present. It's not something I probably would have gone out and got, but oh, wow. So I'm getting all the smells it says, and the taste is sublime. It really, you know, I sound like I'm like, oh yeah, right. It's just a lovely whiskey. It's quite thick. So, you know, like sort of when I was talking about the Irish whiskies, talking about sort of the double cream, single cream kind of effect. This is sort of probably ever so slightly towards the double cream. I'm getting it more at the back of the top of the mouth, at the back, and the long finish. Getting a bit of sherry now, a bit of oak. That is an absolute gem. Wow. They've got quite a lot in their series. Like, not just the... Let's put the lid back on this. So the 14, absolutely beautiful. This, my opinion, because that's all whiskey's about, is your opinion. And all I can do is give you my opinion, whether I think something's good, whether something's not so good. So the Aberlour 16, it's got more of a long finish to it. It's got more of a bit of a whiskey burn, I guess, than the 14, which I'm a little surprised about. If I'm honest, I thought the 14 would have more of a longer finish. I feel it would have more of a kick, because I feel the longer the whiskey stays in a barrel, the smoother it becomes. Clearly, maybe I need to do a comparison between the 14 and the 16 perhaps, but okay, so I can feel it's cooled it down, obviously. It's changed the smell. Not so much the nuttiness now, it's oak. I'd say there's more of an oak smell to that. But remember what Ron Welsh said? Can you wait 20 minutes? Leave your whiskey, pour your whiskey, leave your whiskey for 20 minutes. Now, if you've got time, I think something like this would absolutely be superb. Okay, so I'm getting a lot more spice. A lot sort of, not a hard kick round the mouth, but just more spice, and it's just really nice. Like, I think, if I'm honest, because the long finish you get without the ice, I think this tastes nicer cooled down. And probably, obviously it's ever so slightly diluted. Yeah. More spice. Oh, that is good. That's a really, really nice whiskey. Yeah, I would recommend this. In fact, I'd probably recommend the 14 over the 16, but you know when you're like, ooh, We're talking just a bit. I think the reason being is because on the 16, from what I can remember from the 14, the 16 is giving you that long, it tells you on the tin, you get a long finish with this of oak and spice. Yes, you do. This is probably, how to describe it? This is probably the first whiskey where what it says is exactly what you get from the look, the nose, the taste and the finish. And that's pretty good in my book. But if you're new to whiskey or you're thinking of trying a different journey, you've not done the Aberlour series because they do a lot of different years. But this, I can't rave about the 14 enough. The 16 is absolutely beautiful, but I would have it with ice, cool it down, just take the little edge off it. And leave it a bit. Ooh. The ice absolutely just gives it that bit of spice, but not overpowering. It's that subtlety. That is... Oh, I'm out. I better have some more. Absolute. Yeah, agree with them. Absolute beaut. The Aberlour 16-year-old. Double cask mature. But what it doesn't say is how many years it was in the American oak and how many years was in the sherry oak. Was it 8 and 8? Was it 2 and 14? Something I'd like to know that. So if you know, comment below. And if you've got this far in the video, please subscribe. Send us a comment. Send us a like. It's nice to know that you're out there. Anyway, that's it for this week. The Aberlour 16. Bit of a special tasting this week. And I'm really glad I opened it. Absolute beaut. I must try. And what I'm going to do is try and find like a 10-year-old, something that's not matured as much as these. Because the difference between 6 years, 10 years and 16 years is quite significant, I think. So, you've got to get an Aberlour. My opinion, this is up there with the 14. So far, Aberlour is absolutely smashing 2025 for me. If you've got a whiskey that you really love and you think, no, this is the creme de la creme, comment, let me know, and I'll try it. And I'll try it out here on the Whiskey Burn. That's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed the tasting there on the Aberlour 16. They don't pay me. No one pays me to do this. That's not me saying give me some money. No one pays me. It's my opinion. I love whiskey. I love talking about it. And I find it really interesting. So that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed this edition of the Whiskey Burn. And I'll catch you soon. Sláinte.